Oh, hello there. My name is George Huntington. I am 20 years old and the year is 1872. I am currently writing down my observations of a peculiar disease in the Medical and Surgical Reporter of Philadelphia. I first observed this particular disease when I was a young boy working with my father. It causes grotesque, uncoordinated movements in those affected by the disease. This disease has an odd pattern of inheritance where, if by any chance these children go through life without it, the thread is broken and the grandchildren and great-grandchildren may rest assured that they are free from disease.
Alice, it's 1968 and I'm 23 and I'm closer and closer to possibly getting Huntington's disease. This is crazy. We have to figure out what to do.
I know, Nancy, but all we know is that Mom, 3 of our uncles, and Grandpa had it. What can we do with only that information?
Well, we have a 50% chance of getting the disease, right? You know what, Alice? This is important to ignore. After I get my PhD, I am going to research this disease so that maybe we can prevent this disease from affecting anyone else in the future. Alice, I've made my decision. After doing my research, I am going to continue to work on Huntington's disease. There is this village near Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela that I really want to visit. It is a place where Huntington's disease occurs in near epidemic proportions. A man named
Amerigo Negrete
first identified this disease in the 1950s. I know visiting this place will really help my work.
Okay, I understand. Good luck in Venezuela, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
I have noticed a disease that has developed among the people in my village. This disease we call El Ma. It is happening to everyone. I do not know what causes it.
After working in a village on the shores of Lake Maracaibo, I learned of the history of Huntington's disease among the people here. My colleagues and I developed a pedigree for the villagers here that reached back generations. The disease has affected more than 18,000 individuals. Believe it or not, 15,000 of these people trace their origin back to one woman who had Huntington's disease, Marie Concepcion Sota.
Uh-oh, it was from me? I developed the disease in the early 19th century back when I lived in a stilt house on the shores of the lake.
Jim, I'm going to send you pedigrees and blood samples of the villagers here. I have been able to develop a pedigree that should help us find a genetic marker for Huntington's.
Sure, send them right away. Nancy, good news! I found the genetic marker on the tip of the short arm of chromosome 4!
10 years later, scientists found the actual gene for Huntington's disease. The gene is huge. It contains
67.
exons spanning a total of
170,000.
DNA base pairs. The gene code for protein Huntingtin.
The beginning of the gene has a string of repeated CAG nucleotides. Normal individuals carry Huntington alleles with between 6 and 34 CAG repeats, while people with Huntington's disease have at least one allele with between 40 and 180 CAG repeats.
For those with 35 or 39 CAG repeats, some will develop Huntington disease and others won't. The greater the number of CAG repeats, the earlier Huntington disease will strike. Physicians have found that Huntington's disease strikes each successive generation earlier than the one before, a phenomenon called anticipation.
What Nancy Wexler and other scientists' work shows us is that even when Huntington's disease is a certainty, some things still remain uncertain.
Wouldn't it be